Imagine this. Someone you care about is slowly pulling away. It may be a friend, a partner, or a loved one, and the space between you grows, leaving you to wonder what has changed. In moments like these, it's easy to become anxious, frustrated, or even desperate. But remember, wisdom teaches us that the path forward is not always found in haste. Let us explore together how to navigate such moments with patience, grace, and understanding. Here are 10 principles to help you reconnect, not by force, but through calm and deliberate action. First, understand this. Truth is a guiding light. If you sense that someone is withdrawing, do not let silence or assumption lead you astray. Instead, speak with clarity and honesty. The Stoics remind us that words carry great power, not to manipulate or control, but to clarify our intentions. It is easy to let frustration build in moments of distance, but the true test of character is to approach the situation with calmness and sincerity. You might find yourself tempted to avoid difficult conversations, fearing that confronting the issue will drive them further away. But consider this. What is more damaging, the silence that perpetuates misunderstanding, or the truth that invites resolution? An honest, open dialogue doesn't guarantee that they'll open up right away, but it signals that you are not afraid to address what is uncomfortable. Remember, you are not demanding answers, but offering understanding. Say, "I've noticed some distance between us lately. Is everything all right?" This question comes not from a place of accusation, but from genuine concern. It creates space for them to share their thoughts without pressure, offering the chance for both of you to find clarity. Second, honor their need for space. The nature of the human heart is such that we all need moments of solitude to reflect, recalibrate, and heal. The Stoics believed that the ability to separate yourself from others and spend time alone was a great source of personal strength. When someone pulls away, it is not necessarily a reflection of your worth, but perhaps a signal of their internal battles. They may be processing emotions, facing personal struggles, or navigating uncertainties. In times like these, your role is not to press or demand answers, but to honor their request for space, even if it feels uncomfortable. In practicing this, you demonstrate a profound respect for their autonomy. But know this: space does not mean abandonment. You are offering them room to breathe, while remaining steadfast and present in your understanding. In the silence that follows, trust in the process. Space allows for reflection and growth, not only for them, but for you as well. If you are patient, you may find that when they are ready, they return to you more grounded, more connected, and more aware of the strength of your bond. Space does not break connections. It strengthens them. Third, always seek understanding, not victory. The temptation to be right often clouds our ability to listen and understand. The Stoics teach that in any conflict or disconnection, our aim should be to seek clarity and mutual understanding, not to win the conversation or force the other person to see things from our perspective. If someone is detaching from you, your immediate impulse might be to prove your point, to make them understand how you feel, or to demand that they see things your way. However, this will likely push them further away. Instead, approach them with the mindset of a student, not a teacher, open, willing to hear, and prepared to learn. Understand that their feelings, actions, and decisions are shaped by forces that are uniquely their own. Ask questions, not to interrogate, but to explore. Offer your perspective, but do so humbly. Seek understanding, and let the conversation flow as a mutual exchange, not a battle to be won. True wisdom comes from knowing that the goal is not to force someone to change, but to see them for who they truly are. Through understanding, you will find the path to healing. Fourth, be patient, like the flow of a river. Time, like the river, moves at its own pace, and in this flow, we must learn to move with it, not against it. The Stoics believed in the importance of accepting what we cannot control. When someone begins to detach, we may feel the urge to act quickly, to fix the situation before it worsens. But wisdom teaches us that some things are simply beyond our control. Patience is not passive. It is an active choice to allow life to unfold at its own pace, trusting that time will bring clarity and healing. Like a river eroding the hardest stone over time, patience allows relationships to heal, but only when we do not force the process. It may take time for the other person to reflect, to work through their own emotions, or to gain clarity on their feelings. Your role is to remain steady, to be present without pushing. The act of patience shows that you trust the process, and trust is the cornerstone of any meaningful relationship. In patience, we find peace. Fifth, act with steadfastness. In times of distance, you may feel uncertain, anxious, or even tempted to retreat into yourself. But remember, you are the one who sets the tone. Steadfastness is a quality that remains unwavering, even in moments of uncertainty. The Stoics taught that while we cannot control others, we can always control ourselves. If the person you care for begins to detach, do not meet their distance with fear or withdrawal. Instead, remain a constant, not through force or demand, but through quiet reliability. Be present in their life, without the expectation of receiving anything in return. This consistency shows that you are secure, that you have confidence in the relationship, and that your care for them is not dependent on their response. Your role is not to chase them, but to remain rooted, like a tree that bends in the wind but does not break. Acting with steadfastness creates a foundation of trust. This trust is the bedrock upon which a relationship can flourish again, should it be meant to. Sixth, never resort to manipulation. The Stoics were clear. Virtue is found in truth, not in deception. When someone is pulling away, it may be tempting to use guilt, emotional pressures, or manipulation to bring them back. Yet this will never bring true connection. It will only create resentment. Manipulation, whether through guilt, manipulation of emotions, or indirect tactics, undermines the very trust that relationships are built upon. True connection can only come from openness and mutual respect, not from attempts to control or sway the other person's feelings. Instead, act with integrity. Speak truthfully and clearly about your emotions, but never attempt to manipulate the situation for your benefit. The goal is not to bind them to you, but to allow them the freedom to choose. In the end, the best relationships are those where both parties are free, not held together through manipulation or emotional coercion. Seventh, rekindle shared joys. Often the foundation of any relationship lies in the simple pleasures you share together, the moments of laughter, the memories, the little traditions that only the two of you understand. When someone begins to detach, it can be a sign that the bond between you is fading, because the simple joys are no longer present. Reignite these sparks. Find those small, meaningful experiences that once brought you together. Revisit those activities, whether it be a hobby you both loved, a place that holds fond memories, or simply sharing a quiet evening together. Doing so not only brings you closer, but it also rekindles the sense of warmth and companionship that first drew you together. The joy of shared moments is a powerful glue that can help you both reconnect on a deeper level. and through that shared joy, you may find that the space between you closes naturally and without force. 8th, give time, but not forever. The Stoics taught that we must learn to accept the limits of our control, and in some cases, this means accepting that a relationship may not return to its former state. Time is a healer, but sometimes it also reveals the truth of the situation. If you've given someone the space they need and they continue to detach, it may be time to accept that the relationship as you knew it is changing. Patience is not a call to wait endlessly, but to wait with wisdom. If after giving time, the other person remains distant, accept that the natural course of things may be for both of you to part ways. This does not mean failure. Rather, it is an opportunity to move forward and embrace new possibilities. Recognize when it is time to let go, not with resentment, but with understanding. By accepting the outcome, you free both yourself and the other person to continue on your respective journeys. 9th, strengthen your own spirit. The greatest gift you can give to others is a solid foundation within yourself. When we are emotionally invested in someone, it can be easy to lose ourselves in the relationship, neglecting our own growth. But true peace comes from within. Take time to nurture your own well-being, to pursue your passions, and to strengthen your inner peace. When you are centered, when you are aligned with your own values and sense of purpose, you naturally radiate an energy that attracts positivity and connection. You cannot give what you do not have, and by cultivating a strong, balanced inner life, you increase the depth and health of your relationships. Self-care is not selfish, it is essential. Finally, accept what cannot be changed. The Stoics believed in the importance of embracing the impermanence of all things. Relationships, like all aspects of life, are subject to change. Sometimes, no matter how much we wish for it, someone may choose to walk a different path. In these moments, acceptance is not a sign of defeat, but of wisdom. To resist what cannot be changed is to waste energy that could be better spent moving forward. Let go with grace and trust that if a relationship is meant to continue, it will. If not, accept the lesson and embrace the growth that comes from it. In letting go, you make space for new beginnings and new relationships, ones that align with your evolving self. Acceptance brings peace. Remember, relationships are not about force, but about understanding, respect, and the quiet power of time. If you seek to reconnect with someone, let these principles guide you, and trust that in your patience and wisdom, you will find the path forward. Thank you for watching. If you found these words helpful, I invite you to subscribe for more reflections and guidance. Leave a comment. Have you experienced distance in your relationships? What wisdom helped you find peace? Until next time, may you find clarity in your heart and patience in your soul.